Accorda Gael, and welcome here to this beautiful arena here in Mala, this wonderful complex here in Mala, to the first round of the Cedar Hurling Championship between Newtown, Shandram and the men of Ballinasby, Bishopstown. I'm joined here today in the commentary position with Pat Hurl here, give his analysis on the game. In the first game there, Pat, there was a fierce breeze, it made a big difference to the game. It seemed to be a game of two halves with Ballymath well on top at half time.
Yeah, Ballyhay played against the wind in the first half and they were down about 13 points at half time, like, and it was a very hard thing to come back, like, so whoever plays against the wind here today can't afford to give away a lot of scores, or if they do, like, it will be a mountain to climb in the second half.
And how do you see this game going, Pat, between Bishopstown with their three Cork County minors and 221s and the experience of Newtown? How do you think this one will go?
It's an intriguing kind of a setup, really. Newtown really, if they can beat them by 10 points, the game is on, so I mean, they better take it away.
And the ball is on and the game is on, and first to break at Newtown with Bin O'Connor to John Paul King. John Paul King get back here to Pat Mull, the great Pat Mull gives it outside to Sean Reardon, the young Sean Reardon. Sean Reardon sends the way down the wing toward the corner forward into Bin O'Connor. Bin O'Connor gets in and here around the corner back is James O'Sullivan, and Bin O'Connor goes right in, he swings it across towards Cathal Naughton. Bin O'Connor turns, he goes back out, he gets it up. He passes it out to John Paul King. Is it John Paul King? I think it's John Paul King. John Paul King is fouled, so the referee there we have been pulled by the jersey and a free into Newtown Shandram. First attack to Newtown, Pat.
First attack, but as I was saying about there before the start, Bishopstown are very strong, like, you've Kinnahan on goals, great keeper, Dennis Crowley, Shane O'Neill, Doubt centre back, Thomas Murray and Patrick Cronin, like, they're very solid players, like, you know, but Newtown should have the experience, and if Newtown can beat these guys by 10 or 12 points today, I think that they're going nowhere, like, you know, so we'll see. It will be interesting to see how it's going to evolve.
10 or 12 points is Pat Hurl here. It seemed an awful lot to the team after winning 3 counties and 2 minors and 321s or whatever way to put it. Then again, Newtown have all those things done in the past. Ben O'Connor, he's on the sideline. He's about 25 metres out. He'll swing his leg around as usual. Bin, he's got some wonderful scores for Cork for Newtown Shandram in his career. He looks at the post. Bushy balls is full forward here in this intrigue contested Bin, and it comes off the post and it breaks out here to the corner forward, and he goes around his man, he throws it up and it's gone high and it's tailing off and it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide, is it? It's gone wide. Ryan Clifford there is disputing with the umpire, but I think it did tail off to the left and it did go wide. There's a strong breeze blowing here in Mala from right to left, and the ball comes right down the middle towards Pat Mulcahy. Oh God, Pat up goes the hand, he drops it, and Sean Reardon is there to tidy up. He gets it out first into field to the Bishop man. The Bishop man is Patrick Cronin. Patrick Cronin with the white helmet, he turns, he flicks it inside here to the corner forward. Corner forward James Murphy. Murphy pulls high and pulls late, and there's a free out for Newtown Shandram. Good back play there from the corner back of Newtown, Jerry O'Mahony. Brendan Mulcahy at full back. Brendan, who was an old warrior with Newtown, he had done some sterling forms. He felt the best of him comes down along here towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor, who was doubtful before the game, but Jerry has lined out for Newtown. He's been plagued with injuries all year. A former all-star, former player of the year, Jerry O'Connor. Breaks out to his cock teammate Patrick Cronin. Patrick Cronin gives it inside here to the full out comes Brendan Mulcahy, the full back. He gets in his hand, Brendan Mulcahy. It's a safe and a sure Brendan Mulcahy, and he flicks it away down the sideline. Out here towards Bin O'Connor. Bin O'Connor's pushed up with the number 5 of Bishopstown there, which is Paul Houlihan, and Houlihan watches it go out over the sideline and a line ball for Bishopstown. Wonderful complex here in Mala. I was here when Eugene Carey brought me up here, the late Eugene, the great Eugene. He was very intimate in this complex here for Mala. It's a credit to Eugene and to the Mala GA Club in general here. It's a line ball for Bishopstown. It's to be taken by Paul Houlihan, their number 5. It's away on the far side of the field, straight across here from this wonderful stand here in this fabulous complex in Mala. And the number 5, Paul Houlihan, he cuts it a good ball into the goal up. They go for it, and Brendan Mulcahy there, and Brendan is after starting this game exceptionally well, and Brendan pucked out here, but only towards Park Horn, and Park Horn, they're playing with a strong breeze. Pat throws it up, he's being followed by Mikey Balls, and Mikey Balls is still after him, and Mikey Balls is turning him, and he forced into play out to the centre forward, Killian Collin throws it back in here to the corner, but who is there with the great Pat Mulcahy, and Pat Mulcahy comes out. He looks across here to Jerry O'Mahony. Jerry O'Mahony goes up, Jerry lets it flick past him, and then he goes back and he picks it up, and he goes behind him again. Is he cutting this fella with it? What's he trying to do? The man is hanging on to him, but Jerry goes back again. When he throws it on the ground again, he pick it up again. He won't. He's going to sit it this time, and Jerry hits it this time, and there's no effort blackguarding him like that, Jerry, and Jerry puts it out of the sideline, and out here on the sideline in front of us, a line ball for Bishopstown to be taken by the other wing back, and the other wing back indeed is David Hickey. All these fellas have won under 21 counties and they've won under 21 minors. They have yet to break towards senior level. They'd want to put in scores on the board with this breeze, Pat. And it breaks in here to Pat Mulcahy again. He's having a Trojan game. It breaks out here, and John Paul King is out there, and John Paul fixes it around, man. Fixes it around, second man. Gets inside here to Mikey Balls, and Mikey Balls throws it up, and he's 50 metres out. He's tailing off again. There's a strong breeze across the face of the goal, and it is tailing off again. It's gone out to the left and wide. There's 2 wides for Newtown Shandrum, and no stroke of goal from Bishopstown yet, Pat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. It suits Newtown fine. Newtown are playing against a very strong wind here, like, and if we can contain these guys to 6 or 7 points in the first half, I think we should pull away in the second half.
Yes, indeed, very assured balls there from Pat Hurley, the former great of Newtown Shandrum. Up they go for Brendan Mulcahy there again with the full forward. It breaks inside, and Bishopstown coming here, but who's there again? But that man, Pat Mulcahy. Is he tripped? The referee says no, he goes out over it, but Pat Mulcahy goes in. There's going to be a throw in here in the 21 yard. There's going to be a throw in the 21 yard. Killian Collin there, and Pat Coughlin jostled for position, or Pat Mulcahy bustled for position. This video is brought to you here by Kevin Daly Studios of Newcastle West. Kevin has been with Newtown now for many years, since they won the All-Ireland away back in their first county in 2000. He's nearly part of the family, and out here comes PJ Copps, and he's in the good ball toss Cahanachton. The cockman, the man that plays the cock, goes away, and he's going away from Ian Jones, and he lays Ian Jones for there. Nachton goes away down the field. Portry in motion, Nachton, he's striding on, he's gone to the top of the metre, and he's going right through the middle. He throws it up, and it is the first goal of the game. It's at the crossbar again, and at the pole, but again it's gone inside here, and turning around is Ryan Clifford inside to Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry O'Connor throws it up, and he's blocked down, and it comes out here, but Jerry is still there. He's battling away for it, as Bishopstown battling away for it. Now comes the wing back at Bishopstown. It's the corner back at Bishopstown. He throws it up, and he's into the long ball out here. It goes to PJ Copps, but coming across again is that wonderful man Pat Mulcahy inside the PJ Copps. PJ Copps controlled it. He goes around his man, he brings it on down the side. A lively game here in Mallow. John Paul King inside here, and it breaks across towards Cahill Nachton again, and Nachton goes away again, and this man had paced the button. He throws it up from the park runner. Nachton puts it high, and this time he puts it straight, he puts it over the, it's at the post for a third time. Could you believe it, Pat Hurley? 3 balls off the post from Newtown Shandrum in the first 7 or 8 minutes here.
Is it a sign of things to come, Simon? Maybe not. There were Newtown are actually playing well against the wind at the moment. Like,
at the goalpost moving, you think? Are they moving around? Is it like Ballinspittle here in this new complex in Mallow? Across again, and who was there again but Pat Mulcahy? He's lording it here at centre back. He's taken on by Parkroom. He flicks inside here to Copps. PJ Copps is having a great start to this match as well. And Copps throws it up, and he lodges the Gary on right into the edge. Just throws bushy balls and the full back to Dennis Crowley, son of the great legendary John Crowley. Bushy balls goes down up. He tries to get it up. Crowley's there as well. Breaks inside Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor flicks it out here to Ben O'Connor. And Ben O'Connor is on the ground, and across goes the number 8 Bishopstown, Tomas Murray. And Murray can't get up. He's beaten by Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor turned around. Murray goes back, and Murray is battling for Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor pulls him back, and it's a free out to the referee, Damien Cameron. A free out. Newtown looked threatening without going through from the middle. As yet they haven't got the score, but it looks like as if they could at any stage open up this Ballinhassig at this Bishopstown defence. A free out. The goalie is coming out, Kilo Harron, who played at underage level for Cork at minor 21. And this one will lob around the square. It's a long ball from O'Halloran, stopping into the 21. Up they go for it. Out comes Chops. Chops goes back and leaves inside to Brendan Mulcahy. Brendan Mulcahy and Dennis Crowley is actually playing at full forward. The number 3, the full back, is playing across the square here to Jerry O'Mahony, and the corner forward James Murphy, and Murphy comes out here. It's actually Timmy Creed, and Timmy Creed comes out, and Timmy Creed plays it out here centre forward Killian Collin with PJ Copps for attention, and Collin throws it up and it's tailing off to the right. Will it swing in? No, it's not swinging in. It's just gone to the right, and it's just gone wide. First attack for Bishopstown. Up here results in a wide ball for Bishopstown. With Newtown set up, we have Ray Mearine of Tipperary back here, and it's just a puck off when they began to. There's nobody up to number 5, Paul Houlihan. But who comes in? The great Jack Hurley, and Hurley throws up. He's in the great ball inside here. There's Ben O'Connor. Great play from Jack Hurley. One of the youngsters onto the team inside. One of the experienced men, Ben O'Connor. He tries to give it inside to Jerry, but it's blocked down by the corner back. The corner back. It's James O'Sullivan. He's sent it up along here, but who's there but PJ Copps? And Newtown in control. Copps is trying to get it up. He flicks it inside. Towards bushy balls, and the number 7 is David Hickey, and Hickey gets it out here and right up along here towards the full forward, and Crowley and Brendan Mulcahy. Mulcahy flicks it out to him. Crowley is there. Crowley is the big man in this Crowley, son of Johnny Crowley. He's just the number back here, and he have it in his hand. He's going right through. He's the big boy. Across comes Chops, and he pats it and he bats it out wide. Great defensive play from Copps, from Chops here. A wonderful come across there from Chops, and Chops Leeson by he goes across, and he takes him out, and the cross ball comes here to Sean Reardon away down the field here, down towards Jerry O'Connor. Up goes Jerry O'Connor. He lets it behind him, but Mikey Balls is there, and the referee says he pulled from behind, which is a bit harsh, Pat Hurley here.
Small bit, yeah, but there's nearly 9 minutes gone time in the whole game and no score yet. Unusual.
Yes, indeed. Two of the brighter lights and Cock Hully no score for 9 minutes. Strong win fair in Bishopstown. They would need the scores on the board more than you would imagine at this stage of the game. Billy Clifford there is giving a refreshment to Jerry O'Connor. And is this the first score of the game? It is all the way. Then it's the first score of the game from Bishopstown. Their centre half back Shane O'Neill. The man that's wearing the red in the number 4 of Cock, or number 2 of Cock at the corner. Up they go for Jerry O'Connor, breaks inside, but it's the centre forward of Bishopstown. Killian Collin gets it up along here to Sean Reid, and Sean Reid that's inside to the number 13 of Bishopstown. James Murphy, and Murphy throws it up, and Murphy throws it high with the air of the breeze and throws it over the bar. 2 scores for Bishopstown, no score for Newtown after 10 minutes play here in the new GA complex here in Mallas. Willie McGann, who's taken off from Paul Morrissey, pokes it away out here towards Jack Hurley. Up goes Jack Hurley. He goes behind Jack Hurley towards the number 14 is Jim Jones. Bishopstown, that team play changed around here. Sean Reid goes off of the Bishopstown. It does not. It does lead to the referee. He changes the linesman decision and he gives the ball to Newtown. So there's plain as the nose in your face to the win off of the Bishopstown man. And it's a line ball for Newtown Shandram and Carl Naughton, the man that is one of the hot favourites to be on the Cock line up when they face Tipperary in Páirc Uí Chaoimh in the second week in June. He's leaving it to another youngster, another one of the bright prospects of Newtown Shandram, who played with Cock Miners 2 years ago and got to the All-Ireland final. He was outstanding in a final against Galway. That is Sean Reardon. He'd be a nephew of the legendary Dan, and he cuts it along the ground. He thought Naughton flicks it inside him towards Mikey Bowles, and Mikey Bowles was gone through, and he should have got the advantage, you would imagine. You would have got the adventures in the black book. Goes up to the number 8 of Thomas Murray of Ballinasby. And now Ben O'Connor open the scoring for Newtown. He's about 50 metres out. Maybe not quite 50 metres. He's about 3 metres in from the sideline. He has a look at the post here. There's a swirling wind blowing across this bottom goal here. It's not easy, but Ben O'Connor have got him at the best of times. And up it goes, and it looks up, and it looks good, and it is the first score of the game for Newtown Shandram for Ben O'Connor. What service this man has given to Newtown Shandram, Ben O'Connor. Tom Bryan is back in the fold. He's running across here in the middle of the pitch. I think there's 2 bottles to put in here. As out comes the goalie, Ken O'Halloran. He puts a long one out here to the centre forward, and Sean Reardon. Reardon goes back. He lets it go behind him, and Mulcahy is there to mop it up, and in comes the number 12. But Mulcahy goes back. It's hard to beat Mulcahy. He flicks it out here towards Reardon. Sean Reardon who's off the ball, but who's there with Jerry O'Connor out to Cathal Naughton. Cathal Naughton goes down the wing, and this man is going away, and you'll see the gap opening here again, because this man have electric pace, and he goes away from the number 10, and he goes inside. He throws it out here to Ben O'Connor, and the Cock boys combine and over the bar, and another score for Newtown Shandram, and Ben O'Connor won, and with great effect by Cathal Naughton. Good scores, Peter Leahy.
Yeah, good score. The slow start, like, you know, but they're getting into their stride at the moment now. Like, and if they, I mean, there's two points apiece after 11 or 12 minutes, like, and I think Newtown, like, are setting themselves up to have a good second half.
Yes, indeed, and Bishopstown are trying here to get the centre forward. I see that taking him out to move Pat Mulcahy, but Pat Mulcahy, the wide old head, he tells Sean Reid to pick him up and I'll cover the middle. And it goes back here to the corner forward. It's Timmy Creed. Is he anything to Donald Creed, the politician? He leaves it behind him. Brendan Mulcahy is there, and Johnny Mahoney is there, and there's a bit of a scrum above here in the corner, and there'll be a throw in here in the 21-yard line. And in they go for it. PJ Copps is in here with the big man from Bishopstown. That man is wearing number 3, Dennis Crowley, but it breaks inside here, and who's there to pick it up again? That man Mulcahy, and he puts out his arm, and he makes room, and he's sent it away about 30 metres down the field here. There's John Paul King in the wing, back David Hickey, and King bits it down the wing, but just small bit tight for John Paul King. The field is a small bit small here for King, Pat.
I don't know, Simon, I think it's big enough.
Small bit for Jack Hurley here, runs back here to pick up the number 10. The number 10 is Michael Power of Bishopstown. Line ball for Bishopstown, that number 7, Hickey, big stridey man inside, but King wins this one, and King goes inside, and he daddles around 2 or 3, and King looks terrible fit, and he puts it inside here to the corner forward. Clifford, one of the up and coming star, they're mine, the last year, back to Jerry O'Connor right across the field towards his brother Ben. That's a wonderful ball from Jerry O'Connor, and this should be a score for Ben O'Connor. He goes inside, he dummies his man, he goes around him, and this could be worse to the point for Bishopstown, because Ben O'Connor throws it high, and he throws it over the bar. A great score from Ben O'Connor, and a great ball from Jerry O'Connor, and a great play from John Paul King here in the wing. Newtown seem to be opening up, and they're coming into their stride. And the centre forward comes out here, and Pat Mulligan tells John Paul King pick him up on this occasion. Mulligan's directing instructions around the square, and the ball comes down here to PJ Copps. PJ Copps goes up for it. He goes up for it and he wins it, and he's assisted by Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry O'Connor gives it the boot. And I think he's wearing Denny's boots because he booted that one out of the ball. Denny wouldn't be used to it in Denny's boots. Or Pat Ellis, it's the Jollin's boots he's wearing. But anyway, it is a line ball for the centre forward of Killian Coughlin of Bishopstown. Killian Coughlin is about to take it. He sent it right across here, but Cathal Naughton says thanks very much. But he shoots off by number 12, but Naughton flicks it outside him. Was there a late pull there? And the referee says no, and then back there to help is Sean Rather. And Sean Rather comes out here to Park Cronin. Park Cronin, the cock player. Park Cronin pushes his way, but the referee has a judge that Park Cronin was fouled. It's a free in for Bishopstown. A free in for Bishopstown about 30 metres out. Park Cronin will take it. The man who centre field for Coughlin last year's championship. Centre field half forward. Haven't quite established the place yet, but is getting there. Cronin throws it up, and with the utmost of ease, Cronin puts it high and straight between the posts, and a good point for Park Cronin and Bishopstown. It's 3 points apiece with 14.5 minutes gone here in Marin this beautiful day, with a breezy day. Liam Ryan is below here. Liam Ryan is one of the backroom staff of Newtown. We give him up goes Jack Kelly. It breaks inside here towards John Paul King. He boots it on down here, and King flicks it inside to the number 5 of Bishopstown is Paul Hoolan. He's back there for Jack Kelly, flicks it away from him, and he gives it out here to John Paul King, up to Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry O'Connor goes around. He flicks it back to John Paul King, and John Paul King they're hanging on him across to Jerry O'Connor, but it's a small bit too far across from Bishopstown, but he messes it up, and Jerry O'Connor is in there again, and the number 11 Bishopstown is there, but back goes the centre forward Killian Collin, and Killian Collin, there's two of him in around him. He tries to boot it, but it's flicked away from him by Mikey Bowles. Mikey Bowles inside to Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford is going inside, and Ryan Clifford throws it up, and Ryan Clifford throws it high, and he throws it straight and over the bar, and a great score from Ryan Clifford. And good work from Mikey Bowles there to stop down the Bishopstown centre forward, who's away back in the half-back line, but Mikey Bowles hooked him, and in like a flash was Clifford, and Clifford taking after Shawnee straight and over the bar. Liam Ryan goes in here and gives advice to John Paul King. Liam Ryan, Remy Ryan, and that other great man of Newtown, Phil Noonan, are the three wise men of Newtown on the bench for this year. We hope they'll do better than the fellas last year. Is that right, Pat?
The fellas in the line can't play the game from Simon.
We still get the credit when they win. We get the flag when they give it. But it's a long puck out here from Bishopstown across those chops on the corner forward. And the corner forward is Murphy, but back goes chops. There, at least, and he turned around. He's getting young and looking by the day. He gives it out here to that man again, Mulcahy, and Mulcahy flicks it away down here to Ben O'Connor in the corner. And Ben O'Connor goes out in front of the full back column O'Driscoll. Ben O'Connor gets it up. He looks towards Cathal Naughton. Cathal Naughton off one of his runs. He gives it inside here to Jerry O'Connor. And Jerry O'Connor flicks it inside him and flicks it. It's gone off the hull, I think, of Jerry O'Connor. And the referee says, makes up his line for the linesman. The referee says he's giving it out. Newtown are starting to move the ball well. Jerry O'Connor, who was a major doubt right up to now before the game here, but he is playing as Jerry O'Connor, and he needs some hurling practice because Cork will need him when they take on Tipperary and Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Jerry, who have much hurling on the sheer pad with injuries and groin strains and everything else, but he's back now, and he's back today for Newtown.
Yeah, he was out, he did an operation in the groin, and he did the right thing to take as much time as possible before the season opens up, you know.
And it's a line ball for Bishopstown, and gone back to take it is James E. O'Sullivan. It's not, it's the number 8, it's Thomas Murray, and Murray flicks it inside, but only as far as Ben O'Connor, and Ben O'Connor gets it back here towards Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry O'Connor goes around the number 5 of Bishopstown, and Jerry will surely put this over the bar, a man of his calibre, and Jerry O'Connor puts it high, but it tails off to the right, and he puts it to the right and wide. 4 points to 3 in favour of Newtown Shandrum here in Mallow on this crisp, bright and dry evening, this wonderful complex here. There's a huge crowd here. This stand is into the field, it's full from one to the other. Movement of the ball from Bishopstown, they're moving around, but I don't know, it's just doing much good. Them back to go for Brendan Mulcahy, bats it down here, and who was there with Pat Mulcahy, throws it up and down here towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor breaks inside him, and Mikey Bowles is there, out here towards Cathal Naughton. Naughton tries to flick it away, but the centre back Shane O'Neill, the Cork player Shane O'Neill, he throws it up, and Shane O'Neill throws it high with the air of the breeze, just to the left and just wide, but a good effort nonetheless from Shane O'Neill. We have at least 6 or 7 of the Cork panel on duty here today in this senior championship match here in Mallow, as Began pucks it long into the breeze. A good puck out from Began. Up goes King. He went up like an aeroplane. He's on the sky. Jack Kettle here. He got a good ball inside here out in front of the corner for Ryan Clifford. Clifford is pushing the back. The referee doesn't give it, but Clifford is still there. There's Tubin has been in. In comes Mikey Bowles to help him. The referee will throw it in. I thought it was a push in the back there, Pat and Ryan Clifford.
Definitely push in the back, like it should have been the free in.
the referee throws it in, and the referee adjudged at Newtown that John Paul King is blamed for pulling late, and he gives a free out. So what originally should have been a free in now is a free out, and it's a free out for Bishopstown. And Shane O'Neill walks away from it, and number 5 walks away from it. Oh yes, the goalie is going to take it. I thought there was no one going to take it there for a minute. Send in Kevin Daly to take it. As Bishopstown moving in the corner for Country, they're trying to have the square open here for Crowley. This one is surely up around the square for Crowley, the big man, and it is heading toward the square towards Crowley and Mulcahy. And small Jolly's in Crowley got with the hand, but Jack Hurley is there, and Jack Hurley flicks it out for Pat Mulcahy. Mulcahy goes back, and who's back there but Brendan Mulcahy again, and Brendan Mulcahy goes out. He gives it back to Began. It's the pass a bit shot, but Began comes out, and Began sends a beautiful ball, a well-judged pass from Began out here to Jory Mahoney, the man from Ballinacillish. They say he could be Tommy Quilty's son, we don't know, but here he gets it in here to Jory O'Connor. His cousin Jory O'Connor gives it inside here to Mikey Ball. The Mikey Ball flicked away by the centre back Shane O'Neill from Mikey Ball, but Mikey Ball is still doing a good job in Shane O'Neill and keeping him quiet. Shane O'Neill, who was one of the stars of the Cork League campaign. And it's a line bar for Jory O'Connor into the breeze. Jerry indeed, who's wearing the bicycle shots of hamstring problems and groin problems. It hadn't been his best year, but the best could be yet to come for Jerry. He got under it. He cuts it right across the field here. It's been great movement at the ball. Been lovely flick inside Ben O'Connor, but it's well caught by the Bishopstown man who took it away from Ben O'Connor. He throws it up, but he only gets the first card knocked and flicks it back in. And the Bishopstown man comes across again. The number 9, but only out for King. Said Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry throws it up, and that's a wonderful point from Jerry O'Connor from underneath the stand here. Straight, fast, and over the ball. Beautiful wrist work and beautiful strike from Jerry O'Connor. As Newtown edge into a 2-point lead, 5 points to 3 here in Mallow. 20 minutes gone in the first half, and the signs will look ominous of Bishopstown with this speed. They want more scores on the board second half, or otherwise they will be in trouble with Newtown Shandon. As Keno Halloran pucks it out again, away out here to PJ Cups on the wing forward, and the centre field man is Parkhorn, and Parkhorn goes inside here to the centre forward is Killian Carlin, and Killian Carlin sent it high and sent it over the bar. And Bishopstown have moved Patrick Cronin out here in the wing, and he's on PJ Cups. They've taken him out of centre field, but it's a puck out from the further on. He's got his Paul Hoolan, who's all alone, but he doesn't control it the first time. And out comes Ryan Clifford to shackle him up a bit, and PJ Cups has gone out again. He flicks it away from Cronin, but Sean Whelan's there, and Bishopstown is there, and Hook was away from it. Cups from the way, he's busting out of into it. He gets in here to Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor had a bit shot, but here it covers. Then Jerry O'Connor sees out here, touch Chops. He should be playing away in the first side of the field, but he's down here, and he's going to have a cut the Tipperary man, bomb the very right in here towards Bushy Balls, and he flicks it outside here towards Mikey Balls, his brother, and across comes Shane O'Neill, and Shane O'Neill the corner back, but he's flicked away from him by Mikey Balls, and it's flicked away from him by Shane O'Neill. Little great touch between the two of them over here in the first side, and Mikey Balls blocks him down again, and he's assisted by his brother Bushy Balls, and the two Bishopstown men are there as well, the corner back, and out comes Shane O'Neill, and Shane O'Neill is found by Cathal Naughton, and Shane O'Neill is pulled down by Cathal Naughton. It's a free out in the finish up for Bishopstown, as it's 5 points to 4 here in Mallow.
Pat Cronin there, like PJ Cups, like, who wouldn't want to be trying to catch the ball with him. He'd want to be batting the ball out, because Cronin is good to catch it in the air.
Yes, indeed. We've seen Cronin last year with Cock, and he can catch it in the air. He have a good paw. That's the one thing he have. The centre forward moved across again, but this is a long high ball dropping into the square again, and Crowley where, but he's beaten by Mulcahy, and across there coming, it's flicked out here by Jerry Mahoney. Jerry Mahoney out towards Dermot Leeson. Dermot Leeson comes out. He looks for Pat Mull. He gets Pat Mull. Pat Mull has Sean Whelan outside him. Can he get it out to him? He gets it back to Chops, and Chops comes across. Chops stops it, but he's gone back. He's pulled back, and the referee doesn't give him free, and he's tripped, and now he gives him the free at the second attempt. But he should have got it earlier, in my opinion. But if Pat Mull could have got free there, he had Sean Reardon outside him, but they were just hanging on to him, and he just couldn't get that yard free to give it to Sean Reardon. Nevertheless, good play from the Newtown backs. Brendan Mulcahy won that ball, well a dangerous ball into the square, and he beat Crowley, and Crowley is a big man, Dennis Crowley. Dermot Leeson is down. Dermot Leeson, who had some injuries last year. A hard nail is this man Leeson, Pat.
Oh, he's a real tough man, in fairness, you know, like, you know, and he's after refining his game a lot, you know. He was a bit wild when he came first, but he's playing good hurling at the moment now, like, to make a good corner forward to beat him, like. He's had his nails, yes.
I know, Pat said he was a bit wild, but if you were pulled down at the mountains over somewhere in Tipperary and we're trying to tame a fella, it takes a few years to get him right. But we think we have him right now. He's back in his feet anyway as Leeson, a great man as Leeson. He's a good man behind the Simon mixer. And Pat Mulcahy there is getting a bit of instructions from Ramy Ryan there as the ball went in, as Ramy Ryan walks back to the Newtown dugout. He's wearing the new green and gold of Sea Cargo sponsors, and he puts it away down here to the the corner and back to go for Bishopstown back down the corner forward who should be at the other end of the field. Timmy Creed is back here and it goes off of the Newtown man, which is the judge to win off of Bean O'Connor. They're not happy with it. That's the second time this linesman is kind of giving us a bit of a... Someone want to vote at him at half time. 24 minutes gone here in Mallow in this new complex in Mallow and this Ballanoo Shandron 5 Cooley agus Ballanaspig 4 Cooley a quick a car and across it comes in Jack Hurley. He's out there and also out there is Sean O'Riordan and comes back here towards Pat Mulcahy and is hobbling out over the sideline and Pat Mulcahy in complete control of the ball, goes out over the sideline in front of Michael Powell, the Bishopstown number 12. Just this thing seems to be gone out of the game. Bishopstown look like a team if they're not leading half time in this place. I think their heads are gone down already. As Sean O'Riordan, he cuts a great ball at the feet, touch on the Cops. Oh, beautiful play from Cops. He flicked it around Park Run and that was lovely play from Cops. He goes inside to Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor flicks it out. There's 2 Bishopstown in the round. He turned it around the number 13 of Bishopstown. They're 2 corner forward, they're back in the half back line. They're all switched around this and comes here to Park Run and Park Run comes up along the wing here. The cock player Park Run. He gets it up Park Run. He turns it around Jack Hurley. He throws it up. Park Run and sent it high, but it's gone to the left. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Good work there from Jack Hurley to get in time and just put him off. And Big Ann, he picks out Mulcahy. Big Ann, a great keeper with no but just couldn't make him with Paul Morrissey. But he's in now and it breaks down here to Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford has gone out here on bushy balls. He didn't get much ball. He turned around, that's John Paul King. They look alike. They're 2 big men and King goes up. That's on, he's going to stop. He doesn't throw up. He throws it right across here to Ryan Clifford and Ryan Clifford's first touch this season with the socket. And he comes across and now comes Shane O'Neill and Shane O'Neill flicks it right up here. Towards the other great centre back Mulcahy. Mulcahy flicks it outside him. And he's beaten for it here by the number 13 is James Murphy. James Murphy right up in the corner here and Jerry Mahoney goes down there. The man hanging off him, he'll kill him because Jerry is very small. If you don't let him off, he'll choke him and Jerry is looking for a fight now. He's like a small terrier, Jerry. Once you pull him off, they'll still go back for more.
Newtown shot passing the assignment at the moment isn't paying off. Like they're passing, they're too close to one another passing the ball. Like they should deliver it more direct, a small bit more direct at the moment.
Pat Hurley says more direct. I don't agree with Pat Hurley against the breeze. I think they're right to throw it around and keep it cool till half time. But anyway, we'll fight here in the commentary box in a minute if we don't stop. And the ball comes across enough of the Bishopstown man and great work here from number 15 Ryan Clifford to put number 2 Bishopstown Colin O'Driscoll get under fierce pressure and win the line ball for Newtown. And Jerry O'Connor is down here to take it. And Jerry O'Connor looks at Cathal Naughton. Cathal Naughton could take off and make a bus. James Mikey Balls makes a run to the sideline. Behind him here is P. Jacobs. What will Jerry do? Jerry looks around him. Oh, and Jerry got confused because the 2 men ran 2 different directions. It's gone right into the square. Brendan McKay go back to full forward and the full forward is in here and Crowley is in here and the ball back to side to number 14 of Bishopstown. He put it right across the square and they're coming across here to number 12. The number 12 is Michael Powell takes shot. Began said that Crowley then about a great work from Began and he bit the big man to the air after saving it first and across comes Jerry Mahoney. Jerry's trying to get it up. They're all rooting and tearing it and Mulcahy brings it outside. He flicks it outside him and he pushes the small little fella in Bishopstown to where 70 from there and he goes back and he picks it up at the number 14 of Bishopstown with Jim Jones. And Jones is the end in the match. Jones throws it up and Jones throws it high and throws it out of the bar and a good score for Jim Jones. Jim Jones throws it high and throws it out of the bar to bring Bishopstown to parity in this game. It's 5 points to 5 here as we enter the closest day of the first half. 27-28 minutes gone. Out towards Jack Hurley up to go for it. But the number 13 of Bishopstown is out there. Timmy Creed goes away. He's Sean Reardon is after Timmy Creed. But Timmy Creed is going inside. Timmy Creed keeps going into the good bar cut square here. And it's brought down by Chaps for the only for the corner forward. And Chaps goes back. And the number 12 of Bishopstown, Michael Powell is in there. He's fighting for it. And Michael Powell is fouled. He's fouled. And there's a free in for Bishopstown. And this should put Bishopstown into the lead before half time. A free in for Bishopstown. Will he have a rattle for a goal here? Billy Began is calling back Jeremy Handy. There's a bit off the ball stuff here from the number 12 of Bishopstown, Michael Power and Dermot Leeson and Tipperary. The referee is calling both of them aside to have a little chat and cut it out, boys, and get on with the game. A free in for Bishopstown. Patrick Cronin, the cock player. Will he have a rattle? Will he have a goal? They'd need a goal playing with the breeze. Cronin, he's teeing it up. He could have a go here because Bishopstown would do it a goal. He throws it up. No, he's content at the point. He taps it high. He taps it over the bar and Bishopstown leads 6 points to 5 at 28.5 minutes gone in this game. Jack Hurley had to scatter the helmet here in front of us. The game comes out, pucks it towards Hurley, out towards here, towards Mikey Baldwin Hurley. Does a bit of off the bar stuff from Baldwin Hurley. Jack Hurley, he brings it down. Hurley goes into two, and he gets a good ball side. He's on Mikey Baldwin. Mikey Baldwin heading outside, and he flicks it inside him. He gets his Hurley in towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford is pushed off it and back out to 15. Bishopstown, James Murphy, right up here, and Jerry Mahoney brings it down. Good play, Jerry, but Patrick Cronin is there. Mahoney comes out, and he takes it off of Cronin. And away comes the small fella and the big fella. And Cronin gives it inside to PJ Cops, and Cops goes through. He bears to him, and he's trying to follow it. Will the man kill him? Oh, that's a terrible decision from the referee. That's a terrible decision from the referee. There was 3 men hanging off it, and how he give that free the other way, it makes beyond belief.
There's a scandalous decision, that free should be to Newtown.
Very harsh indeed, as PJ Cops went around to him, and there was 2 men hanging off his shoulder and around his neck, and he gets penalised him for overcarrying. And it's Shane O'Neill, the corner back of Cock. Shane O'Neill, he's 70 metres out from the goal. Shane O'Neill throws it up, it looks good. Is it tearing to the right? It is tearing off to the right, and it's gone off with the breeze, it's gone off to the right, and it's gone wide. Justice was done. It was a poor decision from the referee there, McKevern. The man did a referee there 11, 12 months ago. And out here towards Ben O'Connor, and Ben O'Connor goes up and he pulls, and it breaks out here to the 13 of Bishopstown. It goes off of the legs of 13 of Bishopstown, which is James Murphy, and James Murphy puts it out of the line ball for the Hunshannon. Carl Naughton is out there, and Sean Reardon is out there. And James Murphy of Bishopstown out there, but it's the line ball to the Hunshannon. And Sean Reardon, he's standing over it. He has commanded his place at wing back in Newtown. He had to work hard to get there, but Phil Noon is away on honeymoon. Phil is playing with different balls for the last couple of weeks. He gives it out here towards Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor cuts inside. He gives a good ball in here towards Mikey Ball. Mikey Ball back to Cathal Naughton. And Naughton takes off. There's 2 of Master. They want to get 2 more of Master. Naughton throws it up. Knocks it, throws it across the edge of the square. And Bushy Balls goes across trying to keep it in. He doesn't keep it in. It goes right across the edge of the square and it goes out wide. Maybe a low ball in across the square would be better pet in those situations.
I can't understand the man running into a corner and ballooning a ball that high instead of putting it across the face of the goals.
And it comes out here to this side of the field, towards Cronin and Cops. They're playing Cronin, but he goes for it, but Cops doesn't let him handle it. And well done by PJ Cops. He flicks it away out here towards King. King turns over it. 70 drive the wheel. Ball inside to Jack Hurley here. Jack Hurley, he looks for Pat Mulcahy. He gets Pat Mulcahy, and Pat Mulcahy sent a good ball out here towards King. But Pat Hurley maybe should give him that. Pat Mull should have hit that ball right into the square. I think that it wasn't a great ball from Pat Mull now in fair, but he's having a soldier of a game, a mighty game, and they're holding Bishopstown to 6 points to 5 here at half time. And Bishopstown have the 8 of a strong breeze. It's a line ball for Bishopstown at number 7. That number 7, David Hickey. Hickey, the man with the black and white helmet. He must have gotten off a belly head. They're throwing him away. And he gets inside here to Pat Mulcahy. Pat Mulcahy turned around and he away down the field. Mulcahy in here towards Mikey Balls and Shane O'Neill. O'Neill comes out. He breaks behind us. Number 7. He'd been for the by Jerry O'Connor. He goes back to number 7, Bishopstown, David Hickey. He's tenacious. Jerry O'Connor is in there. He's fighting for it. And he boots it away down here towards the corner forward Ryan Clifford. Clifford getting the hand. They're hanging on to Clifford. He gets inside towards Cathal Naughton. And the Cathal Naughton turned outside. He's got Jerry outside. He gets it back out here towards John Paul King. Throws it up 50 metres out. He's tearing off to the right. It's going to hit out Bushy Balls and the full back of Bishopstown. It's actually Ian Jones is back there full back. But Bushy Balls, the judge, to be pushing. And it's a free out. It's a free out for Bishopstown. And Killoharan, the former Cock Minor keeper, former 21 keeper of Bishopstown, will send the long one up here to the edge of the square again. And there are free blows for half time, and it's half down here in Mallow, and it's scored a 5 point to 6 to lead for Bishopstown. Will it be enough fight with that breeze?
No, I think Newtown, even I was delighted with them for the first 10 or 15 minutes, but they started doing an awful lot of messing with short passing, too close. Passing is too close. They should be playing the ball a small bit more direct. And Pat Mulcahy got the ball there. He should have launched it into Bushy. That's what Bushy needs, is a good high ball coming off the air. And in the second half now, with the wind, I suppose, we'll hope that more of that will happen. But saying that Pat Mulcahy is having an absolute Trojan game, and they're playing good enough, but they shouldn't be down at this stage, But I think Newtown will take the game to Bishopstown in the second half and win well.
That's the views of Pat Hurley there, holding an analyst at half time. So we'll take a break from this competition at half time with a score of 6 points to 5 here in Mallow in favour of Bishopstown. But one would seem to think that that lead won't be good enough for a team of Newtown standard in the second half. See you for round 2. Here in Mallow for the second half. Crossing the field there is Remy Ryan, the Newtown coach. He's heading toward the Newtown dugout over. I see him giving instructions there to the forward line inside here with the air of the breeze with Ben O'Connor, Bushy Balls and Ryan Clifford. 3 exceptionally good players in the Newtown forward line. Exceptionally good players all over the pitch from both sides here. Strong breeze. Very strong breeze, assisting Newtown second half. So the referee waits. He waits for the bodies to get off the pitch. Peter Cotter had gone out last. We'll let John Hardy get him off. The free throw that in the corner went centre forward. The Bishopstown first man to referee Killian Collin. Killian Collin put the cross here, but across goes John Paul King, the great John Paul King. He put it right into the corner. Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor turned around his man here. The corner back of Brian Aspic. He's Callum O'Driscoll, but Ben O'Connor going around him, and Ben O'Connor comes outside. He makes room for it. Ben O'Connor throws it up at the edge of the breeze. He throws it across the face of the goal. There's a tearing off. It's tearing off to the right. It's gone off to the right and it's gone wide. Puck out for Bishopstown, Kilo Halloran, the former Cock Minor, Cock under 21 keeper Kino Halloran. He looks out here to the 10 side. He comes across Kino Halloran. He pucks a good ball into the breeze. It's dropping down here to Sean Reardon. Sean Reardon in the wing forward. But across comes Jack Hurley, and Jack Hurley nips in. And he gets a great ball. Carl knocked the bus to the middle. Carl knocked the jump back. And Carl knocked the one right to the middle here. He's going away from Shane O'Neill. Carl knocked the Shane O'Neill. Pulls across him to the free. Gives no free whatsoever. And the break here. Bin O'Connor flicked it out here to the middle of the pitch. But across comes Park Run and puts it outside here to the. And Jack Hurley there again to upset the wing back in his line of the sideline. This is Sean Reardon. And that class to the ash. And the shot left Sean. And Sean Reardon got back and he picked it up. And great play from Sean Reardon here. And great full crash of the ash from James Murphy and Sean Reardon. It's a free in for Newtown Shandon as Sean Reardon was fouled, and great play from Jack Hurley, busting through the middle there and giving it to Cahan Nocton. And there was a pull across Cahan Nocton from Shane O'Neill, and he's noted by the referee. He did give him the advantage, I suppose. And Jerry O'Connor, he's 2 metres in the sideline. He's going to leave it to his brother Ben, his twin brother Ben, 2 metres in from the sideline on the 65-metre line practically. We've seen him scoring under the Hogan stand. We've seen him score under Simple Stadium, Thurles underneath the stands. His wonderful point against Loughlin Gales away back when we won the Ireland 2004 was a joy to watch. Above in Parky Heave, being with the air of the breeze. It's a swirling breeze. He throws it up. He throws it high into the air. It's heading goalwards. It's going right in, but it's tearing off again. It is tearing off again. It's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Conditions for free takers are not good here today in Mala with this swirling breeze across the pitch. Bishopstown still lead Newtown Shandon 6 points to 5 here, but 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes gone here in the first few minutes of the second half here in Mallow. And the ball comes out here to John Paul King. Up goes King, he's unchallenged. He skips around to him and he's gone right through King, and this could be over the bar from John Paul King. It's high, it's straight, and it's gone high and over the bar. And a great score from John Paul King. He looks exceptionally fit today. He's soared into the air a few times there, Patrick grabbed that slither.
Yeah, great catch and a great score. Like more than that now, more direct. They should go for that score every time they get possession out around middle of the field, because the ball will sail over the bar.
And Ken Halloran pucks it out. I see Billy Clifford in here giving the water. It's great to see Billy back in his feet after such a serious injury last year. Ben O'Connor comes out here, and Ben O'Connor, there's 3 Bishopstown around him. But Ben O'Connor gets inside here towards Jack Hurley, and Jack Hurley flicks it up towards the full forward, the centre forward, Mikey Ball flicks inside towards Jerry O'Connor turned on side to him, and he Bush inside him. Jerry O'Connor, there's a few men hanging off the side here towards Bushy Ball, and Bushy Ball is going right through, he throws it up Bushy Ball, but it's flicked away from him brilliantly by the Bishopstown defence, and across comes the number 5 of Bishopstown, Paul Houlihan. Houlihan throws it up, he's sent it right down here. That was good work from Bishopstown defence. As Bushy Ball seems to all come the great guy from the great Pat Mackay. He sidesteps, he throws it up Mackay with the air of the breeze. It's gone high, it's gone off to the left, and it's gone wide again. That's 3 wide in the second half of Newtown Shandon. But there was great defence there from Bishopstown. Bushy Ball seemed to be turned up, and there was a great flick away from the number 5, Paul Houlihan. Good play from Bishopstown at the back here. As the sides are level here in Mallow with 3.5 minutes into the second half. Keno Halloran, he pucks it away to the far side of the pitch. It's high, it's holding in the breeze, and up they go for it. PJ Cops goes in, he wins a good ball in the air down to Jack Hurley in the number 2 of Bishopstown, Colin O'Driscoll. And there's a pull across Hurley, he flicked it away from O'Driscoll there, and a free in for Jack Hurley here. And Newtown Shandon, Jack Hurley, one of the hot miners of last year, is storming to this game at centre field. Jerry O'Connor seems to be gone to corner forward, and Ben is out in the half row here after switch to Newtown. Winters as Remy Ryan heads away from the goal up here after talking to Jerry O'Connor. And Ben O'Connor goes across to the far side of the pitch. And Ben O'Connor is about 50 metres out. It's strong breeze, it's a swirling breeze. Ben throws it up. He usually doesn't miss 2 in a row, and he doesn't miss 2 in a row. It's gone high and it's gone over the bar, and a great score from Ben O'Connor. Newtown edge into the 8 here. 7 points to 6 here in Mallow. 7-6 here in Mallow, and Hallerton again, he's poking it out. He have a good poke into the breeze, Hallerton. He's out here, up goes King again, and King is loud in there here against Bishopstown, but he's flicked away from this way. The number 7 Bishopstown, David Hickey. Hickey comes away, he's challenged by King. King won't give up, King is still there. Hickey has it, Hickey throws it up, he tries to put it across the field, he does put it across the field. Pat Mulcahy goes back, a wonderful catch in there by Mulcahy. And Mulcahy strikes it away up here towards Johnny O'Connor. Johnny O'Connor's coming out here, the man was carrying the injuries, he's after collecting, he's trying to go around his man, he's pushed out, the referee doesn't give him any free. And Johnny O'Connor comes up and grabs balance, and if it tells his brother Ben O'Connor come right through. He gets inside here, he bushy ball inside him, but Ben O'Connor throws it up and he puts it high and puts it over the bar, and then Newtown have all back in full swing here. Ben O'Connor, Johnny O'Connor, back to Ben O'Connor, high and over the bar. Good play from Newtown Shandrum. Although Hallerton pucks it out here, out towards Park Cronin, up goes Cronin. Cronin doesn't catch it. Then again his name is that John Paul King, and Cronin flicks it over the sideline and he pucks it out. A line ball for Newtown Shandrum. But Ben O'Connor, the cock star, the player of the year, into the player of the year, his brother Johnny O'Connor. Johnny O'Connor comes out here to the corner, beautiful touch from Johnny O'Connor. Johnny O'Connor looks out, Johnny O'Connor throws it up, he puts it across the square, and across comes Bishopstown to sit the number 4 of Bishopstown. He doesn't get it up, but he's fouled by Cathal Naughton. Foul, and James E. O'Sullivan by Cathal Naughton, and free out for Bishopstown. Newtown 8, Bishopstown 6. 6 minutes down to the second half. Hallerton pucks at Kevin Daly is attending here to the equipment. Cathal Naughton pulled the cross goes Bishopstown, the corner for the Bishopstown Timmy Creed. Creed is taken away from by Sean Reardon. Cathal Naughton pucked it out here to John Paul King. John Paul King having a good game here today for Newtown Shandrum. He cuts inside, he's going away John Paul King. He looks terrible sharp today. He's coming right in here. He's throws it on the ground, afraid of catching it twice. Oh, but he gets it up again, beautiful away from King. He throws it out here towards Ben O'Connor. It's half of the step to Bishopstown, but O'Connor had the Ben O'Connor, and Ben O'Connor keeps inside to him, and Ben O'Connor throws it up, but he's hooping up. Oh, beautiful flick, Ben O'Connor to Johnny O'Connor. That's a great score from Johnny O'Connor. That's a wonderful score from Newtown Shandrum and Ben O'Connor and Johnny O'Connor. It was a lovely flick from Ben O'Connor, lovely smoke there, Pat from Ben O'Connor.
Fantastic stick work, beautiful. They're in full flow now, Simon. And if that's the way to play the game, take your pass and take your score.
And on the far side we see the two Newtown subs warming up. The two Newtown subs are John O'Connor and Alan T. O'Brien. They'd make any other team in the county. Two wonderful players from Newtown down through the years that are warming up on the far side. And out it comes again. It's won by in here towards King, and King he steps away from King towards the full back Dennis Crowley. Crowley's around the middle of the field in this half. Crowley is hooked by Cathal Naughton, but he gets it back up again. He gets the lucky hop, and Crowley goes inside. He's trying, he drops the hurley, but he kicks it inside here, and Pat Mulcahy goes back, and the full centre forward comes across here. Coughlin hand passes it out here, and up they go. And it's a great block down from Sean Reardon, and Sean Reardon comes out. Great play from Sean Reardon. He throws it up. He throws a good ball for the forward here to Johnny O'Connor. Hops beautiful to Johnny O'Connor. Johnny O'Connor gives it out here to Mikey Ball. Mikey Ball throws it block down, but he gets it back. Mikey Ball runs inside. He throws across to Johnny O'Connor. Johnny O'Connor 20 metres out. Johnny O'Connor throws up inside the bushy ball. But the pass goes slightly straight. And there's a big pull from Johnny O'Connor. Goes in here to Mikey Ball across the edge of the square. It's hopping. Hallerton lets it hop out, and Hallerton was in control of the situation. He was in total control of the situation. Ken O'Hallerton as it hopped out by the corner of the post. And there's something in his boot missing here, or it's not, it's his cap. Anyway, he's heading inside and it didn't do bad as was, Pat. He picks up the cap, the umpire, and he goes back. It's the busiest thing he had to do today. And a puck out for O'Hallerton again. O'Hallerton, he's using the far side of the field. Out here towards Killeen, but he's beaten by Jack Herlihy. Jack Herlihy down to King. And King sent it up again to Jack Herlihy. Great play from Newtown Shandrum. Jack Herlihy could have ashed it here, sent the right ball across the edge of the square here, but it's gone out, it's gone wide. And Cronin again, O'Hallerton again, he gets it out the ball on this side, he pucks it out, he pucks it long out here, so the Paul Houlihan catches it, he throws it up and right in here towards Dermot Gleeson in the corner forward, and Gleeson comes out and Gleeson boots it here, he boots it out to Pat Mulcahy, and Mulcahy was down here towards Johnny O'Connor again, they're feeding Johnny in the corner. Johnny's first touch is very good, and Johnny gets inside, he tries to now, he gets it out to Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor throws it up 50 metres out, and that looks good from Ben O'Connor, and that's a great score from Ben O'Connor, high and over the bar. A great pass here to Johnny. They're still showing the edge into 10-6 lead here in what's the name of this new stadium here in Malapat? They've just called the complex in Mala. Out here in Sean Reardon having a great second half here since half time. He gets to his hand, he's pushing the back by the number 5 Bishopstown, who's trying his hat out. That number 5 is Houlihan, and Houlihan is pulled back by Sean Reardon, and Sean Reardon limps away from that tackle. He got a whale in the leg, but if he's a Reardon, he'll have to come from it. Pack run of Bishopstown, pack run of Cock, the Bishopstown midfielder. He throws it up, he strikes it into the breezes, tailing in nicely, right into the edge of the square, a dangerous ball. Gleeson bats it out and Jack Hadley flicks it away out the wing here, and now comes Jerry Mahoney, and Jerry out jumps it. Jerry went to bring away half the field with him, and Gleeson have it. Gleeson tried to pass it out, and Gleeson pulled on his back seat here, and Jerry Mahoney have it this time, and Mahoney slicks it out. He's like a little lead, he comes over between four of them, and he finds Cahan Nocton, a great play from Jerry Mahoney, and Jerry Mahoney to the right up here towards the corner further and breaks the side here. Ryan Clifford lets it go outside to Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor comes out, he turns his man, Jerry, he throws it up, Jerry O'Connor, and that's high, and that is a great point from Jerry O'Connor. A wonderful score, and he'd left the side of Jerry O'Connor. Shot from Bishopstown to number 7 is David Hickey. Hickey picked it up. Bushy balls come out to make it hard for him, and Bushy balls makes him play it away down here towards Cops. PJ Cops flicks it, a great ball out here towards John Paul King. Well played by Cops. King flicks it back to Cops. Cops throws it on the ground, and on the white catch he throws it up. Cops, he's in the high ball right in. Is it going? It's going, and that is a great score from PJ Cops. Some wonderful points we know around the moment, Pat.
They're in full flow now at the moment, Simon, you know, and Bishopstown haven't scored. There's 10 minutes, 7 or 11 minutes gone in the second half, they haven't scored yet. But Newtown should drive on now and make their dominance pay.
With the 8 of the breezes, 12-6, Todd Knoxon back down here to Mikey Balls. Mikey Balls, he beats Shane O'Neill. The Cox in the back, he puts inside towards Knockton. Cahan Knockton on right to the middle here. The Coy Daniel Bishopstown, this man has beat the one. Oh, he got to go straight, he's gone inside to Johnny O'Connor, but the pass is half intercepted by Bishopstown. The Bishopstown number 6, Shane O'Neill. He poked it out here towards Paul Houlihan. Houlihan very close to the sideline. He's tackled by Ben O'Connor. Houlihan goes back, he gets it up. He's still tackled by Ben O'Connor. And Ben O'Connor still, Houlihan drops it. Ben O'Connor makes him drop it. He gets it up again, Houlihan. He's trying it out, and he's blocked down. It goes right across here towards Mikey Balls. Mikey Balls cuts inside Shane O'Neill. Inside Pat, and Mikey wants it up, but that's a soft one for the keeper. Keeper go ahead and comes out. He pucks it out to the number 4. It's going very close to the sideline here. The number 4 is James O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan goes back. He's a relation of Jimmy O'Sullivan at the cross in the village in Newtown. He pucks it across here. Oh, and he's Bishopstown. They're caught here again. They're caught in possession. They're making a few mistakes, and Cahan Knockton have it, and I guarantee you one thing. James O'Sullivan won't catch up to him, and Knockton comes out the field. He pucks it right across here towards Mikey Balls. Mikey Balls goes to hand pass, but the hand pass is blocked down, and away comes Kevin O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll pucks it away down the field here, right in here towards the edge of the square, and up got Brendan Mulcahy, and the centre forward of the Bishopstown is Cool and Collins inside here, and Crowley have it. Dennis Crowley, son of the legendary John Crowley, Dennis Crowley is, and he's pulled down by Chopstam at least, and that will be a booking for Gleeson. As Crowley was going right through the middle, he's wearing number 3, but he's playing at full forward. Free in for Bishopstown, Pat.
Information, but it should have been a score for Newtown really, I suppose. Mikey Balls seems to don't want to shoot for points, like he's a great point getter, like, you know, and whether he's instructing not to go from or not, like, but that ball should have been over the bar there, the very minute he got possession of it, you know.
A free in for Bishopstown, and Ray Ryan is having a chat with Mikey Balls. I suppose he's telling him to shoot the next time, or is he telling him, Mikey, come out here, as John O'Connor into the fray. John O'Connor is into the team, and he's going out in the wing. He has about his brother Ben. Bushy Balls has been brought to centre forward, and John O'Connor has gone to full forward. With Johnny, and there is Johnny full forward.
Car keys lost in the stadium. If anyone should come across them, we'd be obliged to hand them in for reception. Thank you.
A puck out for Newtown Shandon began. He pucks it with the 8 degrees away down here. He pucks it down here towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford breaks it behind him, but the number 2 of Bishopstown, and Clifford trips him, and he doesn't like it. Callum O'Driscoll doesn't like being tripped by Ryan Clifford, and it's a free out for Bishopstown. A free out for Bishopstown is Shane O'Neill, the corner back, Shane O'Neill. He's sporting a fine new hurley with no bend in it. We notice up here in the standards. O'Neill pucks it away down here towards the corner, and out come the Bishopstown man for it. He puts up his hand. Gleeson is behind him, and the number 12 of Bishopstown is Michael Power, and Michael Power has gone inside Gleeson. Across comes small Jerry, and Jerry sits here. He puts it right across the square. Good ball, one flick in hand across the square. Now here goes Kevin O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll's first out. He's been chased by Mulcahy. O'Driscoll throws it up. He throws it high, and he throws it over the bar, and a score for Bishopstown. Kevin O'Driscoll, a good score for Bishopstown. The last 2 scores from Bishopstown is now 12 points to 8. 12 points to 8 for Newtown Shandon. Kevin Daly didn't bet it great to score, but then again he went to school, Newcastle West, sorry, with the after John O'Connor, he's on the end of the fray, he gets it. John O'Connor was the end of it and looking at to make the team, he had been playing well. But he's back in the fray now, but he goes to the corner for the corner forward, rather wild swinging his way out to number 4. He catches Jerry O'Connor with a wild swing back from the number 4 of Bishopstown. Maybe he didn't mean it, James O'Sullivan. I don't think it was intentional, but it was a wild pullback, Pat. A bit silly, really.
Yeah, it was a free, like. I mean, he got the man, like. I think it was intentional, like, if you look at it.
Pat Hurley, he said it was a free. Sure, Matty Callan would know that. He did 4 years. The lot of us Matty. We all thought it was a free, Pat Hurley. What kind of an analyst are you?
I talk to Matty every night and I go home and past the graveyard. I say hello to him.
It's a free in for Newtown Shandon. Bin O'Connor standing over at the edge of the semicircle. I suppose he's the Ronaldo of Newtown, really.
Oh, yes, definitely. But we have a lot of Ronaldos now, you know. We have this team. This is I suppose we're at a crossroads, really, Simon. In that we expect this team to win the county this year, like, and they're playing good enough today, like, but they'll improve an awful lot, like, you know, with a bit of coaching out from Bramley, like, and I expect great things, like, from them, like, you know.
Yes, indeed. Great things as Pat Hurley from this Newtown team is. The Ramy Ryan coach, Newtown Shandon, managed by Liam Ryan and with the assistance of Phil Doonan, the man who masterminded came out of the county under 21 title last year. He came in there with the short sleeves, Phil Doonan. He was dishing out instructions to Carl Knockton if you want, and if you're up there, go for it. And Jack Hurley got up and he beats Cronin, and Cronin is up on his back, and the referee are going to give any free. He chops him and he pulls him down and he still gives him no free. And then in comes Jerry O'Connor on the side here. Thought Bushy ball, he flicks it inside, a good flick, and Bushy back goes to number 8 of Bishopstown, Thomas Murray. Murray comes out here, he gives it out here to Houlihan. Houlihan cuts inside. He's got Parker on the side if he wants to use him. Houlihan's been chased by King. King is closing the gap, and King is going, hit the gap, he's closing, and across comes Sean Reardon. And Houlihan is still there, and Sean Reardon, he doesn't foul him, looking enough to get away with that. He gives it out here to Parker Ronan. Parker Ronan throws it up, and Parker Ronan puts it high and puts it over the bar, and a good score for Bishopstown.
That was a scandalous decision now from Kerwin again. That Jack didn't get a free there, like, he was pulled down, like, you know, and he was, you know, and left play going, like.
Yes, indeed, he was fouled on at least, we thought on at least 2 or 3 occasions. But no free, but then again, this referee we have known him of old, he wouldn't be one of our favourites. As Began comes to the edge of the square, Began, he pucks it away down here towards Ben O'Connor, and John O'Connor going up in, John O'Connor got up in the hand, but it breaks behind John O'Connor, and now comes the corner back. The corner back is in a hurry, but towards Bishopstown player, but Knockton is in there, and Jack Hurley is in there, and it breaks inside here, and this fella number 5, Houlihan, is playing a lot of ball for Bishopstown. And Knockton takes it after number 15, and number 15 is Timmy Creed, and back goes John Paul King. Or Brendan Mulcahy. Brendan Mulcahy gives it back to his brother Pat. Pat tried to turn him out, and surely he fouled. About time this time the referee had chalked the man if he don't give him a free. Pat Mulcahy throws it down. He has a look across the pitch. He puts it right across the pitch out here, but it wasn't the best one you ever took, Pat, right on John O'Connor after the number 8 here, Thomas Murray. Murray's coming away with it, and he is fouled by John O'Connor. Points to 9 in favour of Newtown Shandon with 17-18 minutes gone here in Mallow. A free for Bishopstown, and Parker Ronan has gone across to take it. The number 9 of Bishopstown, the maroon jersey, the breeze blowing into his face. He's 60 metres out, he throws it high into the breeze. It looks good. Began looks up, and that is a great score from Park Ronan and Bishopstown, and now there's only 3 between them. 13 points to 10, and Newtown Shandon should be going out of sight at this stage in this game. 13 points to 10 here in Newtown Shandon, as the ball comes out here, and it's Bishopstown at first of these breaking balls now. Ryan Clifford's gone out, and Ryan Clifford to the judge to a foul, and you can't come in from behind Ryan Clifford. We're not winning the puckouts at the moment here. They're going strange. That's not Began's fault. Began is playing a good game. Bishopstown are picking out their men. Newtown are gone a bit dead at the moment. The cross here towards Crowley. Crowley is blocked down by Pat Mulcahy, but he gets to break it. He goes around Crowley. He's going inside. He's going inside with Mulcahy and Crowley going right to him. This could be serious. And Began, a great save from Began, and number 14 gets it back in. And now comes Marjorie, and Marjorie is belting out the way with it. Great save from Willie Began, and Johnny goes away, and Johnny is flicking it outside him, and he's tackled by the number 10 of Bishopstown. He flicks inside him again, and Johnny's after losing it, and it's gone off a Bishopstown man, and it's gone off the number 10 of Bishopstown. Now Bishopstown's getting out of this game. It's a line ball for Newtown Shandon. Great save from began, great from the fence, and Newtown after slightly falling as deep Bishopstown could be in level terms there. If Crowley had just to look upon it to go, it was a great save from began. Bishopstown have removed their number 14, which is Ian Jones. He has gone off and is replaced by the number 18. And Bishopstown, the ball comes up here and we follow the ball towards Bushy ball. He turned on the side here, but the number 7 comes out. Bushy goes in and John O'Connor have it. And John O'Connor makes it with room. He goes down out to the side and John O'Connor strikes to the cut the field. And that is a great score from John O'Connor from on the sideline on the far side of the pitch. Great score from John O'Connor and Newtown, taking away from Park Cronin and losing him for speed and straight and over the bar from the sideline. Very direct score from this. Comes out here to Park Cronin. He's tackled by PJ Cops. He's at the side and Cops throws him, half blocks him down. From here the number 10 of Bishopstown. Number 10 of Bishopstown. O'Driscoll is standing and he's on. He's cast by Cathal Naughton. Cathal Naughton comes across O'Driscoll, throws it up across the edge of the square here across Crowley. They're feeding Crowley with Sean Reardon, flicks it away, and great play from Sean Reardon. He throws it up, he gives it out here to Pat Mulcahy. Pat Mulcahy comes away here and he strikes it up. Oh, but a bad clear from Pat Mulcahy. Pat Mulcahy out here to number 5, Hoolan. Hoolan's been shot by Ben O'Connor. Hoolan gives the cut field. They're all trying to give it to one another. No one's seated. And it's come out here and Jerry O'Connor's battling for it. And it flicks out here to Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor flicks away from Ben O'Connor to number 5, Hoolan. He pucks it out here to centre forward. He lays out in his legs. And there's an awful lot of fellas trying to give the ball to one another if they may hit it directly.
Simon, the game has gone atrocious, absolutely brutal at the moment. But Newtown steady down a small bit, like to have the wind, take their time and take their score. They're rushing everything. They should steady up a small bit.
Indeed. As Cathal Naughton, he's away back in his own half back line. He's taking this one. He strikes it a good ball across the field out towards King, but across comes Shane O'Neill. Shane O'Neill flicks it away. The corner back of Cork, he's 45 or 50 metres out. He's in the high ball in here towards the score and chops it in there at Breathcott Square. For the centre forward is Killian Collin. Collin tries to get it up with hose there, but Mulcahy. And out comes Mulcahy and he strikes a good ball up to the side of the field. Park Cronin and Jack Kelly, too far behind. It's caught by Cronin in the air. He throws it up, Cronin throws it high, and that is it's tailing off to the right and it's gone wide. It's gone wide, a wide ball from Cronin. 14 points to 10 here in Mallow with 21 minutes, 9 minutes left in the game. Began a very good puck out from Began, way up to the far side of the pitch. It's dropping 21. John O'Connor flicks inside here, and the cross comes. It's gone off. It's a line ball for Newtown. It goes off the stick of the corner back of Bishopstown as John O'Connor flicked it inside. Ryan Tifford is over there on the far side. Ryan Tifford is going to take this one. Cathal Naughton says, leave it to me, says Cathal Naughton, and Ryan Tifford walks away from it. And Cathal Naughton is gone across to the far side of the field. The man who got the 1-1 against Waterford in the All-Ireland semi-final 2 years ago. He pucks it back here and Ben O'Connor says, leave it to me. It's Ben O'Connor, we've seen Ben point him from this distance before. A wonderful cut of a sideline ball is Ben O'Connor. And Alan T. O'Brien is on the pitch. Alan T. is on the pitch. He's been O'Connor, cuts it inside, and King breaks it across here towards Cathal Naughton. Cathal Naughton goes out. He gets in his hand, is Naughton. He's holding his head, but he goes out. He's coming away out the field. He makes room for it. He gives it out to the other Cork player, Ben O'Connor. O'Connor throws it up, and the umpire blinks, so the flag has gone high. And it's not. It's gone to the right, and it's gone wide. Another shot puck out here, but this time Sean Reardon is ready. Sean Reardon flicks onto, and there's two Bishopstown men here, but this fella Hoolan pucks it away down the field. He needs a lot of it. Mulcahy goes down to Crowley, and Crowley have it, and Dennis Crowley goes away down the wing. He's chased by Mulcahy. Two former great names of cock holding, Mulcahy and Crowley. Crowley cuts inside. Brendan Mulcahy takes his shot across the edge of the score. The number 12 Bishopstown. He's pucked outside, and a great save from Began. It's gone off. It's gone off with the Began. It's a goal for Bishopstown. A goal for Bishopstown. It was a wonderful reflex save from Began, but the corner forward was in it. Hit off the corner forward and entered in it. And now there's only a point between the sides. Bishopstown rally back here, and the referee says go back and take it again. A sub for Bishopstown is entering the pitch. As Alan T. O'Brien has come on centre field for Newtown. Who's gone off, Pat? I think Jerry O'Connor is. Oh no, Jerry O'Connor is still here. Who's gone off? From Newtown. We can't see who's. And it's Began pucking it out. He pucked to the far side of the field out here towards John Paul King. John Paul King goes out. Beautiful control from King. He turns inside his man. And King strikes a ball, a good direct ball. He thought John O'Connor grabbed it in the air and John O'Connor throws it up. And that's a great reply from John O'Connor. That's a great score from John O'Connor. That's 2 great points from John O'Connor after eating the fray here. And fellas were wondering how John O'Connor didn't make the start out, and John O'Connor even selected food for thought here. 2 great scores in here. Towards break now by Jerry Mahoney. Back towards number 5 with PJ Cops. Cops is going back. He's hurled his held. The referee gives him no free. And he's pushed up the ball. The referee gives him no free. And Bishopstown have it here again. They're coming to. And he gets the free for Bishopstown now. That is a very bad referee decision. A free in for Bishopstown here. And we're conned back here by Kevin Daly, the man from Newcastle West, who knows he's hurling since he's throwing it in. I don't know what Pat Hurley's talking about, it's just free in for Bishopstown. And Jack Hurley gets it up, son of the great Pat Hurley. He's passed outside here, out towards Alan T. O'Brien, one of the fresh subs in for Newtown, who there, but Ben O'Connor goes back. He's tackled by Bishopstown number 18. Here's Brian Noonan, but Ben O'Connor gets it up to here, but there's no one here, 2 Bishopstown in. Straight into the edge of the square here towards the number 20. He goes up and he doesn't get his back goes chops and back out Brendan Mulcahy. Mulcahy comes out to field with it and he's hand challenged, and there's the linesman have his stick up here. There's something going on the far side of the pitch, and it's a line ball for Bishopstown, I think, is it? Yeah. It's a line ball for Bishopstown on the far side of the pitch. And across goes Thomas Murray of Bishopstown to take this one. As Jack Hell here and down to pick up the number 10 Kevin O'Driscoll, and Thomas Murray with 5 minutes left in the game. He cuts it in here to Parkman and back to Thomas Murray. Thomas Murray cuts inside. PJ Cops is after him, and Crone is there, but he's beaten for it by Alan T. O'Brien. And Crone goes back, and Jack Hurley there. And Jack Hurley is shouldered into the chest, and it's a great play from Jack Hurley. Well won by Jack Hurley, great ball, and Ben O'Connor way back, and he don't have backline helping out the defence, and he's taking this one. John Paul King back in the Bishopstown seems to be a spare man back here in the edge of the square. There's 2 men on Bushy balls, and it's like Gary Owen right into the edge of the square. Oh, that is a great score from Ben O'Connor from 80 metres out. A wonderful score from Ben O'Connor. And Bishopstown take the shot puck out again, and Newtown that cut these puck outs here. That control, but well blocked down by Cathal Naughton. And Cathal Naughton gives it Sean O'Riordan, gives it up here to John O'Connor, who's having a star since into Joe, across to his brother Jerry, and Jerry turned around. Oh, he sidestepped his man got to go on Jerry O'Connor, and this will be over the bar surely, and Jerry O'Connor strikes it high and strikes it over the bar for Jerry O'Connor. And the O'Connors are the scoring machines of Newtown here today. Ben, Jerry and John O'Connor got some marvellous scores. And there's fast back out here again for Bishopstown, but it's turned inside here by the number 8 Bishopstown, Thomas Murray inside, but Newtown on him like flies, and O'Connor is there again, and John O'Connor, the ginger hair John O'Connor, gives it back here to his brother Ben O'Connor, and it's the O'Connor show here at the moment. He gets in here to Jerry O'Connor, and Jerry O'Connor gets inside here to Cathal Naughton, and Cathal Naughton inside to Ben O'Connor, who's running off the ball here at pace, and Ben O'Connor goes inside. This is another point for it's to the left and it's out to the left, and it's gone wide from Ben O'Connor, but a great move from Newtown. And Newtown seem to be able to turn it on, Pat, when they want to.
Yeah, they're turning it on now again, like the game is going their way, like, you know, but when we lose, when the ball seems to go beyond midfield here, we're in trouble, like, you know. But at the moment, they're playing great holding again, like. But they left Bishopstown into it, like, and they shouldn't have left them into it, like, you know. But hopefully now they'll drive on, and there's only, 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left here in the wonderful complex that we've said many times before here in Mala. They've pucked it out here again, and this is happening here all day as this cooler and is picking up and after the ball here coming back. Actually, that is Thomas Murray right in here to attack, but up goes Alan T. And Alan T. fresh into the fray. He catches a great ball. He has some marvellous games to play for Newtown. Alan T. gives it out here to John Paul King. John Paul King is beaten for in this occasion by the number 13 Bishopstown, which is Timmy Creed. And Creed turns. He makes room. Creed goes away out to the side. He hits a good ball away down here to the corner forward. So Michael Powell is going to the corner position, but he's tackled and hassled by Jerry O'Connor or Jerry Mahoney, and Jerry Mahoney is the line ball out for Newtown. As Remy Ryan is dishing out the instruction to the far side of the pitch. And across goes PJ Cops. A good game at PJ, and PJ strikes a good ball away down the wing here towards King. Up in the air goes King again. He's pushed in the back in the eye and put up. And how the referee couldn't give him a free at that occasion, basically the man was up in his back. No favours from the referee today, Pat? No, not from that gent anyway.
A line ball for Bishopstown. They trail 1-4 to 17 points. 4 points. Newtown have the cushion of the 2 scores here. As the referee is going over, he seems to be have a word with Bishopstown now. He wants to be the central attraction this referee. I think he's dishing out instructions for the inside lane. If we don't be careful, he come over here in the centres. As Bishopstown can their rally, they're 4 points down. It's on an L&T. O'Brien catches the gap on L&T, and the two Newtown substitutes made a big impact. They made L&T and John O'Connor. And speaking of John O'Connor, the ball is rolling right up to the corner, and John O'Connor got back there with the Bishopstown man. The Bishopstown man is trying to box down. He's tackled by John O'Connor. How many steps did he take, ref? And John O'Connor is still battling, and John O'Connor went and taken off in by Bushy O'Connor. Inside to Jerry O'Connor. Bushy ball to Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor got to Ben O'Connor. And it's just a cut, just the way looking for Ben O'Connor. Inside to Jerry O'Connor, and goal! But it's not, it's wide. After post, and out wide. The width of the post from Jerry O'Connor would have been a marvellous goal. The Bishopstown pocket out again, up to go for it, and L&T breaks it down again and out towards King. And King is flicking it away here, and King is after a good game. He's trying his hat out today as King, and King has gone right through the middle. He's showing his all burst of speed here. King throws it up, he's half blocked down. He goes in here towards the corner back of Bishopstown. Now comes the full back, the man that's playing a full back. He's not wearing number 3. He comes out. He's tackled by Ben O'Connor. He tried to throw it up, and he pucks it down here, the number 7 Bishopstown, right down here towards Parkround. Across goes Sean Raydon. Sean Raydon comes out. He gives a good ball up here to Cahill Naughton. There's 2 out from in here. There are 2 Cock players, Ben O'Connor and Cahill Naughton. The 2 of them wearing the red of Cock. And Naughton goes away. He gets it back out here, but he didn't look at number 4 of Bishopstown goal back, James O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gives it in here to Parkround. Parkround playing very deep out here, and across comes Sean O'Riordan. O'Riordan goes back. He gets it in the hand. He's tackled by Bishopstown, but he gives it out here to John Paul King. It's a high pass. The pass is high, but King is very good in these situations. Then he gives it back here to Jack Herlihy, and Herlihy have it. The former Cock minor Herlihy. He throws it up. He's in the good ball out here to Jaxie, and Jaxie flicks it inside, but there's nobody after the Bishopstown man. The Bishopstown man number 30, the Bishopstown Timmy Creed. Creed's into the way down here, and up goes Pat Mull. Pat Mull, he brings it down, and there's 2 Bishopstown men around him. And the Bishopstown man comes to exit out here to Crowley, and Crowley is going away. He's going in here. He's tackled by Sean O'Riordan. Crowley, the hard nail to it. He's a big man, is this Crowley. He's a hard man to stop Crowley. He puts it up, he puts it high, and he puts it to the left, and he puts it wide. Puts it to the left, and he puts it wide as time is running out here. We're going into the 32nd minute here, and the referee says there's 1 minute left. When he's asked by Sean O'Riordan how much is left, he says 1 minute. As John Maloney makes his way to former Camogie trainer out here out of the stadium. And L&T, small Jory sent Gary Owen right in here towards Kilo Halloran. Now Halloran goes across, 17 points to 1 as the referee has the look at his watch. Is coming out here to the number 15 of Bishopstown. 15 of Bishopstown's Timmy Creed. Creed goes up for it. He's tackled by L&T O'Brien, but Creed goes across. He gives it in here to James Murphy. James Murphy, 2 corner forward the way back in that back line. Murphy showing a good burst of speed down the middle. He pucks it inside here, but it's going away, and Began will be on this. And out comes Began. He had a good steady game, Began. He gives a good pass out to Jerry Mahoney. Jerry Mahoney comes around his man. But he hits the ball after him. And good pass cuts into here towards Crowley. They're feeding Crowley, and Crowley is the break behind the Parkround, and Parkround is coming in here, and Parkround puts it scissor in, but Began handled it. Great catch from Began away down the field, and the referee blows the final whistle here, and Newtown Chandler match on to the next round, the 3rd round of the Cock Senior Hurling Championship here in Mallow. They seem to be able to turn it on when they wanted to. They took their moments when they took their time out of the game. Bishopstown came back, and every time Bishopstown came back, Newtown Chandler were able to turn up the gas again, and it was only a matter of how much they win by every stage during this game.
Yeah, they were never really in serious trouble, but they kind of lulled there in the middle of the second half when they were playing really good hurling, for the first 10 or 15 minutes of the second half. But they went out of it for nearly 10 minutes, and in the end again they were coming back into it again, But no, it is the first step in the championship, and no doubt, they have 5 or 6 or maybe 7 weeks for the second round, and with there's a bit of work needed, I know, but there's great potential there, and they showed some great flashes of hurling today, and especially the likes of Ben and Jory and Pat Mulcahy had an absolute fantastic game, maybe 1 or 2 of his frees went astray, but he was a real rock there in the centre of the defence, and all the defence in fairness played very well, and the team in general played well in patches, you could see potential in every one of the players, and with the right coaching now, I think that they can go on, and we expect great things from them this year, I'd say.
Yes, indeed. Well said there from Pat Herlihy as we close down here in Mallow. All we can say is we're on the road again. This wonderful team and this great youthfulness coming onto the team. And the O'Connors display there between them all in the second half today was outstanding. Some outstanding scores all over the pitch, down over the superior side. There were times when they took their pedal off the foot, they took their foot off the pedal a bit. But I was about to hear Kevin Daly, he's calling me. Oh yes, indeed, it's Kevin Daly. As we watched Tom O'Brien there, who's back in the pitch, and indeed our new sponsors, which are Sea Cargo. New Jersey is looking well, and we wish C Cargo all the best and hope they'll have a great time with this Newtown Shandrum team, which is definitely the top team in the county once they get their into full flow now when this thing starts moving on, and get some good challenge games, and definitely a good workout and a good day for the new chairman, Pa Morrissey, and things are working well in the club, and all we can do is ask the people in the parish to support everybody, the team, the management. They're all working very hard and give everybody their full support for the year ahead. God bless all, and we'll see you all the next round.